New York City is home to some of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. The Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, the 9/11 Memorial, the High Line, and the Empire State Building, Rockefeller Center, Radio City Music Hall, and Central Park are the most iconic tourist destinations during the winter. And Broadway, well, it connects theater lovers from all over for the opportunity to escape into an alternate reality on the Great White Way. But it's Times Square that attracts more than 50 million visitors annually, and it's no wonder it's called the crossroads to the world. I am standing here in Duffy Square in the heart of Times Square. Right here is where they kicked off the season 25 of The Amazing Race. And when we decided that we wanted to do their third season, we figured why not do it somewhere cool, somewhere fun, and somewhere live. I am here with Chrissy to kick off our third season and our second year live from Times Square. We have so many special guests, so many personal interest pieces, and so many crazy news reports coming your way.
14 episodes, many special guests, one unedited podcast.
This is season 3. What's up, guys? Welcome to season 3 of the CJ Unedited podcast. We are here in New York. We're live together. How are you doing, Chrissy?
Oh my god, I'm overwhelmed by this fucking ring light and the mirror. This is so professional. You do this every time we do this?
Every show.
Okay. This is much better than my dingy little USB camera that I got. But I'm great. It's been really fun.
And see, look, I can even control the brightness of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bougie.
You can turn it off.
I'll be looking at you guys from an angle, but it's exciting. We're here. We've done some cool shit. We're here together. Yeah.
We traveled. So we're here in New York. I'm visiting Philly, and we traveled an hour yesterday to go to this ice cream museum.
And we got there, and the ice cream museum was one room. Yeah.
One room, but it's okay.
This is why when you try to do free shit in New York City, you should research.
As you guys can see, I'm wearing an Ellen Stardust Diner shirt.
Woo! Stardust!
It's the one where they sing to you while you're eating food, and it's really cool. But there's a reason why I'm wearing it. We're going to get to that a little bit later. Chrissy, how has your summer been? What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
It has been a really, really busy summer. I'm working part-time at my second job at Bare Essentials. Plug in again. Bare Essentials, get all your summer needs. Your swim, 75% off on most of the racks. Also just enjoying my time off from teaching, working out more consistently, playing an org right now, and the live game that I played back in September, it was finally airing, Survivor Philadelphia. You guys should check it out. It's gonna be fun.
Wow, spoiler alert, because we were going to talk about that soon.
You asked me all the time.
We were actually going to talk about that eventually a little bit, but we'll get to it. Just for me, I've been working a lot, got a new job. Going back to grad school this fall, so this is gonna be really fun. It's gonna be different. We have some very cool things coming up on this show tonight. Well, mainly for us here in New York tonight, we're gonna go see Company. We're gonna go see a couple of our friends we haven't seen, we have never met actually. So that'll be kind of fun. And then we're doing some Broadway tours after this as well. So we're gonna do a lot. We're doing a lot tonight before we leave New York. And but grad school coming up in the fall. It's gonna be rough because I'm doing 2 jobs, grad school and this. But don't worry, we have...
this will be your skate. You'll be busy.
We have a whole lot more of what we're going to be doing this fall a little bit later on down the road. I'm getting really big sun glare because of the sun, so hold on a second. We
were going to sit by the window, guys, so you could see the view, but it was basically a radiator just blowing cold air up our asses. So, yeah.
We didn't want that.
And it was not, you couldn't see it very well.
But Chrissy, so you are in Survivor Philly, which just aired yesterday. No, what's
Tuesday.
today? Today's Thursday. Tuesday. So before we talk a little bit about that and your experience on that, we can't talk about too much in detail because we don't even know who won. But I mean, you know who wins. I don't know who wins. But we can't give away any spoilers, so we don't want to. But before we talk about a little bit about your time on Philly, and before we get into our crazy news report New York edition, and if you guys can't hear us and we're really muffled, will you please let us know in the chat? We're going to check our audio real quick. So Chrissy's going to turn her volume up on her YouTube. So we're going to do a little bit, we're going to make it a little bit of feedback, but
I'm going to turn my
you're going to turn your volume up. You're going to like want to unmute yourself over here. You want to get a bit of feedback, but oh, we sound good.
Sounds fine to me.
All right, cool.
Can I mute it again?
Yeah, you can mute it. You can do whatever you want. All right, guys, take a look at this. That's not exclusive.
What's up, two viewers?
I was gonna say you're one of them. I was gonna say this exclusive trailer that we got, but it's not exclusive. But take a look.
I mean, I'm not really outdoorsy, so I'm very afraid of animals and bugs.
I've watched Survivor from day one.
I don't want to necessarily play it safe, but I don't kind of want to play all my cards all in one hand.
I'm excited to backstab people. I'm excited to be sneaky.
I'm a big believer. You can't win the game early, but you can lose the game early.
I am from Aston, Pennsylvania, in the Delco.
I think they're gonna underestimate me, honestly. That usually happens as being a teacher.
I ain't scared of nothing. Honestly, I'm not scared of anything.
I think that given the right opportunity, I can shine.
With the pandemic and with everything else, it feels like the return of real life.
Now, when you have a decision either in life or in the game of Survivor, it often comes with two potential choices. You can either think through all the options, think about the logic behind it, think about the implications of your decisions. If you're thinking rationally, you're thinking with your head.
I think that people are going to think I'm a huge nerd because I have glasses and I study history. I'm Hannah, I'm 31, and I'm a doctor of pediatrics.
I'm ex-military. I was a submarine officer, nuclear engineer in the Navy.
If you're thinking with your feelings, you tend to know exactly what you want to do in a situation. You don't have to think about it for a second, because the thing that makes us most human tells us what to do. If you're thinking with your emotions, you're thinking with your heart.
I'm a social impact storyteller, so I spend a lot of time having conversations with people about meaningful issues in really heartfelt human ways.
The way I live my life, I don't live life with regrets. So I usually do whatever I want, and whatever the consequences of that are, I deal with it, and either A, I'm successful, or it's just a learning experience.
I'd like to welcome you to Survivor Philadelphia, Head versus Heart.
I write poetry and stuff, like, you wouldn't expect it looking at me that I'm big on empathy.
A lot of times I show up in situations and people don't take me super seriously.
I'm a heart out here, but like I think what a lot of people don't see about me is that I'm also a head.
I was really worried that we were gonna have to pee outside, but I heard that that's not happening.
They were talking about like, oh, we have a plan for the merge, or I'm just trying to stay alive, okay?
I have a bit of a competitive nature, so I definitely want to bring that into it.
I'm not really one of the idol, but listen, this is the game Survivor. I'm feeling good.
I don't know if it's the time for that move or not yet. That's kind of where my head is.
The idols are on everybody's radar.
I'm most excited just to come out here, have fun, and play Survivor Philadelphia.
I feel like this is the lowest point.
It's a game of head and heart, and I am not good at playing with my head.
In this game, fire represents your life. When your fire is gone, so are you.
And I was always Chrissy. You're in Survivor Philly. How was that? Was it fun to do? I know you're a huge Survivor fan, so was it?
It was pretty awesome. I enjoyed my time out there. It was a 16-hour game, a one-day game, and the way that they edited Alex, the person who runs the Alex Gardner, he did a phenomenal job with the editing. Like, even watching it, like, people were asking me where we slept and like where we were kept. They thought it was like so official. So when you watch it, you kind of really get the sense that you're watching a real Survivor. Things happen that you don't necessarily expect, and it's excellent. And I had a great time. I learned a lot in the short amount of time about strategy and a little bit different in live games. And I can't say too much else about the experience at this point other than that it was a blast.
Well, I know that we're going to be talking about it each week as the episodes come out, leading up to your eviction or your what is it called? Your vote out. If that happens, I don't know.
Okay.
And then we're going to have Alex Gardner on some point here to talk about his time with it. But yeah, I am really interested to see how you do, how you go. I knew you were doing this a while because we were thinking about last year this issue of having to do it on a day of a podcast. So good thing we're doing. But guys, the reason you guys are here is because we are doing a special edition of our crazy news reports, and that is going to happen with our special guest who will appear on screen after the introduction of our crazy news reports.
Crazy news!
Woo!
Hey! How y'all doing?
We're
What
doing
up?
good. Guys, welcome back to the Difficult Discussions podcast.
Yes.
What is
Thank
up?
you for having us.
You're welcome. It was kind of a last minute kind of thing too. I was like, hey, we're doing this. You want to join us? And you guys were like, sure. And I'm like, perfect. So something I forgot to ask, and I'm glad we're all here and we're doing it, because I didn't even think about it, but what are we all drinking tonight? We'll start with our two guests.
I am drinking vodka and what was the thing you put in there? Raspberry lime.
It was a polar ice, raspberry lime.
Polar ice seltzer
water.
That's
thing.
what I'm drinking.
That sounds phenomenal.
I am drinking a whiskey, beer barrel rye, and a ginger ale lemonade mix.
Nice.
All right, well, listen. We can't drink no cocktails. So the cocktail here is like $16.
True.
And I ain't paying that.
Well, I mean, we had one yesterday. We just can't get them in the hotel.
So I'm drinking water.
Water for now.
Boo!
I know.
I mean-
It's sad. It's very sad.
I mean, my hydro jug is very, near me at all times, You know.
We stand hydrated.
So here's how this crazy news report is going to work. All four of us have our own crazy report that is from New York City. So we're going to start with our special guest. We're going to go one at a time. We're going to read our crazy news reports. No one here has heard these before. No, besides me, I know the titles, but I don't know anything about them. So we're going to go one at a time, and whoever wants to go first can take it away from over there.
I'll go first because mine is short and sweet. I gotta remember to stay in the camera because it's mirrored. So fix it, Jesus.
We're new to this.
Fix it, Jesus.
Guys look good. You look good.
So horses fall from moving trailer on the New York City highway, and this was published on June 13th, 2022. So 2 horses fell from a moving trailer on Staten Island Expressway Sunday, but managed to escape with just a few cuts and bruises, authorities say. The animals were on a trailer that somehow broke open as it moved along the southbound West Shore Expressway near exit 3 at Inglewood Avenue as intermittent rain pounded the 5 boroughs, according to the police. What it sounds like to me is that Hee Haw and Mrs. Hee Haw was trying to get away.
They were done with the ride.
So they was like, period. We getting off on this exit 3. That's for me. Period. The trailer fell open, and the cops say the driver was able to pull over and corral them. They had scrapes and roll burns from the fall, as well as minor bleeding, but expected to be okay. A veterinarian checked them, and they cleared them by the office. I'm just saying, I don't think that was by accident. I don't care how hard that rain was pounding. They was planning to escape. You see those what's like Chicken Run? You remember that movie? They was like, we finna plot our escape type shit. They've been planning this before. This was pre-COVID planning right here. This was the execution. It didn't execute how it was supposed to execute because of the pounding rain on the 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't account for the rain. If there wasn't no rain in there, they was gonna be hee-hawing up out of there. You heard me? They was gonna sex a ranger somewhere else, going back to the homeland. You know, I feel
to the homeland, going to the wild.
Look, going to
gonna be wild.
Whatever the case may be, because I think they knew this. You know, they felt like somebody needed like some new weave or something. They didn't really want to deal with all of that because it felt like a setup. You know what I'm saying? It felt like a setup. Like, why we down this busy highway? We never been on this busy highway before. You tripping? Like, what you talking about? That's not what we on. We finna leave. We finna dip set real quick. And the other horse was a rider. They smart. Both of them left. Like, one of them may stay behind. Like, you know what? I'm chilling.
I like this guy.
The other one's like, it's opportunity. Let's go. So, shout out to the horses. They only suffered a few bruises and whatever. I know people that suffer more trying to escape the police call. So shout out to the horses. And I'm happy they're safe. But I would say proper planning, and they need to count in that algorithm. X, Y equals very hard rain, and then just try it again next year.
I can't even with you.
And that's my crazy news.
That was the best presentation you could want. That was awesome.
You gotta have you on every beginning of the month.
Yeah, that was like,
oh God. All right, Missy, it's your turn.
Woo! I mean, I don't know if I can follow. I don't know if I can follow you, but this one is pretty okay.
I think that is our show.
Crazy.
Yep, shut it down.
All right, so this story was published on June 3rd of this year, and the title reads, "Suspect steals singular shoe from female victims in odd crime pattern." Okay, this was very weird, so I'll just read it. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
The title was a lot.
Yeah, okay. Right? That's what caught my attention. I was like, shoe? Like, what else happened? Nothing. When it comes to strange New York City crimes, this one is a shoe-in. It's in the article. That was not me, but I totally would do that, dad joke. Police are searching for a man who on multiple occasions has allegedly removed the shoes off female victims during his grand larceny spree in Brooklyn and Queens. The first incident occurred back on January 24th. Cooperate with me. On Utica Avenue in East Flatbush, according to police. The suspect allegedly followed a woman into the building around 9 a.m. and removed her right shoe.
Okay, hold on. How did he do that at 9 a.m.? Aren't there people coming and going?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand how it's happening. Like, I cannot reconcile this article in my brain. Okay, so let me finish. Then just after 11 a.m. on February 9th, the suspect was at the Grand Army subway station when he removed a Nike sneaker off the left foot of another woman, police said. More recently, the suspect was inside the Rago Center on Queens Boulevard in Rago Park around 12:15 p.m. on May 24th, when he again removed the left shoe off a woman. Each of the victims was said to be 24 years old. The victims in the first and third incidents are different, but it was not immediately clear if the victim in the second incident was the same as one of the others. So I don't know if it was 3 different women or if it was 2 different women, 3 different incidents. Here's what I don't understand. Is he missing left shoes in his closet, or maybe he doesn't have a left foot? Like, what is the obsession with the left shoe?
I thought he took the right shoe. He took the left shoe.
No,
he took the left shoe. Then the right shoe. Okay,
the left shoe.
Here's my thing. No offense to you 3, but how the hell is he getting these off the women? Like, are the women?
I don't know. I will tell you right now, I kick a mofo right in the face.
I don't know what we can say on her, but I'd rather you take my shoe than take my.
Well, yes, but I'm here to tell you, you're not taking my shoe without a fight.
Girl, fuck that shoe.
Yeah, but what are you gonna be like? Yeah, okay, go ahead, just take it off.
Let me tell you
my shoe.
Look, I ain't gonna go in all the detail, but it was a situation. I was
yes.
I was left shoeless.
It's not one
in
or
the
the other, but
situation,
it's like, why
and
would you?
I just left the situation and I went.
It's just one shoe.
I did go back to the store and take the left shoe back from the display though. I did do that.
Do you think that would be my recommendation?
That was teenage days.
That would be my recommendation to these women. Just go find
interviews from these girls.
Here's the other thing that I'm confused about. How is he doing this in public?
I don't know. And are you like, is he waiting until nobody's around? Is he like, I don't understand how any of that happens.
Yeah, because 2 left shoes, he just gonna walk in circles, right? And then how is he like, scouting these women? Like, is it a certain shoe size? Is he putting on the shoe? Like, is he trying to like?
What you want the shoe for? You just going around like you just want to sniff feet?
I don't know. Maybe he testing the waters into,
He got some weird interest. Like he's
hair bands? Or?
I don't know. Maybe that's the first step into putting on 2 female shoes and turning to a female. I don't know. Maybe he taking a step-by-step process.
He starting
small because
with the shoes. Maybe he like mismatched shoes.
Maybe he just starting small. Like if the left foot, if I feel comfortable from a left foot perspective, maybe I'm gonna move to the right, and then I'm gonna just move up in my transition.
Maybe his left foot is smaller than his right foot, and it only fits in women's shoes.
Yeah, that too.
Because like a Nike sneaker, like I could understand stealing a red bottom off a shoe. Like how hard is it to pull a sneaker off of someone's foot?
Yeah.
And how are you not kicking somebody?
But OnlyFans, they do got like foot fetishes. He might be on OnlyFans.
Oh, you can take feet pics and make like $1,000 a foot pic.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I told Alan, come on, brothers.
Do you think he's selling?
I got cute Flintstone feet.
I think what he doing is on his OnlyFans, he only putting his left foot out there with a man foot in a female shoe, and he probably making money. Y'all think
like $2,000 a pop.
But he probably sitting on a bankroll right there. Like y'all saying he crazy.
He's killing it.
And his
I'm not paying for these shoes.
And his OnlyFans is popping.
I'm just gonna go borrow them.
He's controlling his expenses.
His overhead.
I got two questions to answer for you. One, NYPD, is there a reward if we capture him? And 2, to the dude who's doing this, can you drop that OnlyFans link so we can see if you really are crazy?
Right. Drop that OnlyFans. I want to see this.
Right.
But if it's above $10, I ain't paying.
Oh my god.
I ain't never been on there before, but I heard it be popping.
It do be popping. I've heard. I've been on there.
I heard it.
He's like, hey, we all grown. This is grown folks.
I heard.
All right, Chrissy,
Is it my turn?
it's your turn.
Woo! I'm gonna follow these. Okay. All right, so we've all heard like classic bar jokes, like this person walks into a bar, this type of person walks into a bar. What would the punchline be for an opossum walks into a bar? It sounds like the setup to a joke, but it's actually the setup to an only in New York story. So this story, and I'm reading from my computer, so I'm kind of like glancing sideways here. This story was written on June 1st, 2022. The title being A New York City woman is a bar hero after calmly grabbing, removing, and exiting an opossum that wandered inside. So she was a seemingly fearless patron and said this was no big deal. Even though she lives in Brooklyn, she's actually from Alaska, so these, types of events are pretty normal for her. I don't know how I'd feel seeing an opossum in a bar. Probably be a little freaked out. I'm about to go camping for the first time ever next weekend. Take the whole Survivor thing up a notch. Try being outside, but still, I think I'd be pretty freaked. This story made Sarah Fulton a local celebrity for what she did at Temkin's Bar in Greenpoint on Thursday night. That's where she's known as a hero for saving all the terrified bargoers from a terrifying opossum. I was hanging out outside with my friends. The door of the bar was open, and then all of a sudden we see this little critter run in, and we looked at each other and just were like, was that a dog? Was that a rat? She asked. And we both looked at each other and said that was too big to be a rat. It has to be an opossum. Thoughts?
So
I need some commentary. You guys
you know Possums actually
are
by
really
nature,
popular.
Well, by nature they're very nice
They're
animals.
nice.
Yeah,
and
possums are. They're not like raccoons.
Right, but they nocturnal. This was at night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
They're the only marsupial that lives in the U.S.
Oh, she's smart. She said marsupial.
Only because
That's a rodent.
No, a marsupial is.
I know it's a kangaroo family.
I know that. But a possum is a rat
because it looked like a big.
It looks like a rat.
It looks like
a rat, and it walks like a rat. It's a rat.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because in Missouri, we got a lot of possums, and I like how
you guys don't believe in science.
Wait, Chrissy, what do you call them? You said opossum.
Opossum. Some like weird Philly accent shit.
I know it starts with O, but we just say possum.
We just call them possum.
Okay, yeah, we just call them possum. It's like an opossum. I say they got new possums.
I was thinking my story. He was like, "Aren't you like an English teacher?" I'm like, "This is how we say it, like opossum."
In Missouri, we say possums. Like
possum.
we just forget letters in the Midwest.
Maybe it's a possum.
It's like thing. No matter how you spell it, it's the same. No matter how you take a word out, it's still sin. S-E-N-T.
Is it O-face?
You take out the S, it's sin. You take out
it's the opossum.
But she was a hero for saving people from a possum.
So the next part says there's a video. I didn't send it in time for us to play it.
We gotta talk a little bit quieter because we're in a hotel.
Oh.
We don't want to
get kicked out. No, y'all ain't gonna get no noise playing. You paid your rate.
To be exactly. When
Yeah,
the Survivor trailer was playing, someone came to the door. I was like, no room service. The video shows Sarah Fulton grabbing the possum. I said possum. The possum by the scruff, and then she walks out to the bar and sent the mischievous marsupial. There you go. On his way. No muss, no fuss. Now I'm kind of sad.
So she just walking with taglines.
Sir, you did not pay the cover charge.
But she grabbed him by the what?
The scruff.
By the scruff.
Like a dog.
How you grab a dog?
Yeah, look, I ain't.
It's on. Yeah,
I don't know.
She don't.
Well,
She don't know
animals.
No, I don't. I barely know people, so I just navigate around everybody. Interesting. I mean, if a possum walked into a bar,
that's it. Yeah, that was like the opening line of it. A possum walked into a bar.
So a possum walks into a bar.
I'm gonna walk out that bar. I'm gonna just let you know right now because you didn't win. You didn't scare roaches, rats, and all that, and you went to possum. Your establishment trifling. Am I?
Like, did you clean the floor? Did you clean the bathroom?
Also, we're in the I did not think. Well, I don't know. I did not think possums were very prevalent in like city boroughs, like where you might find rats and stuff, right? Because possums, they usually live out in the wild, and I mean, we have them here, but you don't see them very often,
right?
So,
I mean, you normally hear you see them dead.
True, because they're in the middle of the road.
Right.
Yeah.
That is true. She's telling the truth.
Yeah.
She got more of a story. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're fine.
There's just like two
lines. There's only two more lines.
So she said that this was no big deal because she's originally from Alaska, and based on her life experience, the opossum is tiny.
Oh, you said it right.
The opossum, whatever. The opossum is tiny compared to the moose family that used to live in her backyard. So she quoted. Apparently was said to the opossum. I'm from Alaska. I used to go camping with black bears hanging out at my campsite. I think it was just kind of like instinctual. I went up to him and was like, "Hey, buddy, I know you're afraid." And I was like, "All right, I think I'm just gonna scruff you and take you out because that would be the least painful for you." Everyone else in the bar quickly panicked as the only wildlife most Brooklynites will ever see are rats and cockroaches, most of them making their way out of the depth that night with the possum. The end.
See?
Oh my goodness.
We should let you finish. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we should.
No, you guys are fine. You guys enhance it. I was like, commentary, please.
I'm sending you this link to bring up on your laptop. Okay?
Me?
Yeah. So I can look over.
Oh.
Could you imagine just be like standing in the bar and then like all of a sudden
there's a freaking
be a critter just like run in and be like, "Sup guys, can I have a beer?"
Oh my
like,
god.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's
I
just
mean, that is
weird.
That's really weird.
That he's right, like, because there's a lot of people around like it's a wild animal. Wild animals by nature try to avoid humans.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, fair.
So what the hell is this bold ass possum doing?
So we have a comment from my father.
Hi, Fajer.
Hello, Faja.
I feed to opossums every night.
Oh, see,
What do you even feed to? Two of like
they're
feed
nice
to
marsupials.
Oh, he feeds them.
Yeah.
Aw. See, now that I know they're like sweet animals.
They
All
ugly.
right.
Yeah, they are ugly, but if you like their demeanor by nature is nice. Like they're not aggressive animals, even in the wild.
All right, here's mine.
Your science lesson for today.
Yes.
I'm not going to read the title because I want it to be a surprise.
Okay.
But this was published on June 8th, 2022.
We definitely have a theme here.
We have a theme here.
Early June.
Yeah. So a courthouse in upstate New York was closed for fumigation Tuesday after hundreds of cockroaches were released during an altercation that broke out in arraignment, according to court officials. She doesn't like bugs.
Okay.
The other bugs creep her out.
Nope.
Nope. Backed off the show.
The clash broke out during proceedings in Albany City Court. 4 people for an arrest at the state capitol. A defendant who started to film the courtroom proceedings was told to stop. And in the altercation that followed, hundreds of cockroaches brought into the courthouse in plastic containers were released, according to the state court system. The bug release was being investigated while the courthouse was closed for the rest of the day for fumigation. Court officers arrested a 34-year-old woman in the audience for charges related to the altercation, including disorderly conduct, obstructing governmental administration, and tampering with physical evidence. What was she tampering with? The cockroaches?
So wait, are they part of the?
Yeah, I'm confused.
What?
And it was not immediately clear whether she had an attorney to speak on her behalf, but what transpired is not advocacy or activism. It is criminal behavior with the intent to disrupt a proceeding and cause damage, read a statement from the Office of Court Administration.
Yeah, because that's nasty.
Yeah, that's your homie though.
I want to
right?
know, like, were they involved
hey,
in the thing?
right? Like, I'm going to be in court. I'm going to court today, and I really don't want to pay this fine. So, can you show up with like, I don't know, like 100 roaches, and then we'll just like.
Oh my God, they did that on the episode of Hey Arnold. Nadine had brought some roaches because she liked bugs to the French restaurant where Helga Pataki was on the double date. And Helga was like, Nadine, bring your roaches, bring your bugs so we can get out paying this bill. But see, they went back and washed the dishes or whatever the case may be. But that's nasty.
Yep.
Like, first off, who carrying all them roaches?
Well,
exactly. And like, why? Like, why are they involved in the case? Like, I don't
like, what are you breeding roaches? This is some. What is this? Some Hannibal Lecter type. What's that movie? Silence of the Lambs type.
Silence of the Lambs.
What is we doing here? That's disgusting. I can't stand bugs. That is so.
Especially not roaches.
Roaches.
You want to know? This is not the craziest thing I've heard in a courtroom case. So apparently, I was listening to a case on the way to the St. Louis to catch the airplane, and apparently, in one case, there was like this murder investigation that had taken place, and the girl goes, "I didn't believe my husband that he was involved in this case, so he took me to this diner to meet the guy who carried the hitman." Now, in this case, cool. We all know what a diner looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. They brought in 2 booths and a table into the courtroom, and they had her sit in the booth and pretend that she was back in the diner and went through the entire.
How'd they get that in? Like, what?
Why do we need a booth?
I'm sorry. Sometimes
What you need that for?
sometimes
It's not like the crime scene.
I think because sometimes our judicial system get bored because it's kind of dry. Court procedures is kind of dry. They're like, fuck that. I need some entertainment. I need some Hollywood.
Well, maybe we should
Right.
write so many laws, and it won't be so boring because you have so many. Oh, that's another.
Maybe
discussion.
it wasn't any of the people who were on trial. Maybe it was one of the people in the judicial system who released the cockroaches.
I'm trying.
They weren't prepared.
The
lawyer wasn't
Let me
prepared.
tell you something. They was trying to catch a cruise at noon, and they like, look, hey, I'm gonna call my folks because I know I got this one nasty ass auntie and she a hoarder. Come on, grab your little friends. 'Cause
Get you some Tupperware.
Nah, for real, because I had an auntie who had roaches real bad, and she would always ask me to eat at her house. She'd call her little friends and stuff, and I thought that was very disgusting. I was like, Mama, I don't want to come over her house no more.
You can't eat at everybody's house.
Oh my God.
That was terrible. Our harmonization was fire. Sorry. We trying to win on
We have practiced that one.
But yeah, that's probably what happened. They was like, I don't even really like this. This sound like I don't feel like being in this case today. Cause somebody bring some roaches. Cause let me tell you something. If some roaches break out in any situation, everybody leaving. Like everything is over. Everything is canceled. I don't care if you at a wedding, a baby shower, a funeral. If I'm at a funeral, some roaches start breaking out.
We're done here.
Rest in peace, but I'm gone.
Listen, not to diss where I work.
I'm gone.
There are sometimes I work at a restaurant that's on a golf course, so sometimes little buggies get into the restaurant, and I'm like, get that cockroach out of here. I ain't stepping on it. I get it out. Out.
I'm gonna need Orkin to be on speed dial.
No doubt.
Like, that's nasty. I'm telling you, if I was a juror in that, I'm like, y'all still finna pay me, and I feel like now
you're still gonna pay me.
It's a new court case because this is emotional damage. What is it called?
It is emotional.
But what's the technical term?
Distress.
You know what I'm talking about?
Distress.
Emotional distress.
Yeah.
Emotional distress. Yeah, I'm a sue for that.
You're like,
now,
yeah.
this ain't what I signed up for.
Damages? Is that what they call that?
All of that. I'm suing for all of that because that's not what I signed up for.
Vicky's gonna lose sleep. Vicky's gonna lose sleep and be like, I need to go to like therapy to get sleep back.
What? I'm gonna be itching like Smokey was in Friday.
Girl,
what? Like tripping, just tripping. I don't like bugs. It's
trifling. You got it right the first time. Trifling.
Yep.
So guys, this was fun. This was our I gotta find the thing. Our crazy news report segment.
I think he got it. Well, no, wait. I got
it's over.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, it's done.
Oh my God,
we have to have you back.
Yeah, that was such good commentary.
This is such good commentary.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Y'all are just witty as fuck. Like,
we try.
Yeah,
I kind of want them
bring
to come on.
humor to humanity.
So we each usually do two each. I kind of want them to come on, not have them do any reports, but to commentate on all the reports.
Yeah, it's just commentary.
I'm on board.
Because this face,
don't lie.
Don't lie.
You don't lie.
I'm telling you, this is Hollywood gold right here. Like,
it's not resting bitch face. It's resting honesty face.
Like all day. My eyebrows and all. I can't control my face.
Have you guys
control my eyebrows?
Have you guys ever been to New York?
Yeah, I haven't been in New York, no.
Okay.
Because they got rats.
And possums.
Girl, I was there for a goddamn week and I didn't see not nary one rat. Damn one rat.
The way inflation works and what I could afford if I'm out there is definitely gonna have some rats, and I ain't even trying to do that. I just saw a news article when they was talking about I was listening to Angela Yee in the Breakfast Club, and they was talking about how this girl came out her car and she couldn't even go to work because it was a rat like at the car door, and she was late on her way to work and she was late. Baby, I could walk outside and there's a rat.
At that point, I'm just gonna go home.
No, in Florida, you walk outside, there's lizards. Oh yeah, y'all got too much wildlife.
The only place I have seen a rat in the 5 years that I've come here was on the subway.
Oh, of course.
Up in the subway down the rail. But that's the subway. You're like 3 stories underground. There's gonna be rats.
That subway is hot today.
Oh, I bet. I bet.
Hot.
I mean,
and I bet it smelled really good.
But you know what sucks? Because I have to go today and tomorrow. Oh, I just got a text message from my father who said,
"Not this."
Oh, he sent a picture of a possum. I think he's done it on purpose.
Oh, look, it's right there.
Oh, but I have to go today and tomorrow with the freaking flip-flops, wearing flippy floppies, because I have a 2nd-degree sunburn on my foot. So we did a walking tour tomorrow, and I gotta go walk in flip-flops.
I have a question though. How do you get a sunburn on?
I don't understand how it happened.
We do not know.
Did you forget? Like you put it on the left foot and forgot to put it on the right, or whatever foot is
No,
Alright,
see,
hold on.
he should have reached out to old boy that was still in them shoes and again got a better shoe. For that foot.
Yeah, listen.
Big foot expert.
what should
Listen,
have happened.
I'm gonna
Like,
say,
hey, bro, do your shoes have SPF? Can I
Right.
get one of
You know
them?
what?
I just need that left window.
I'm not gonna show my feet on live
Hell no.
because I
we
don't
still
want to
live.
scar people.
Yeah.
Oh.
But after we're done, I'm gonna have to FaceTime you because this sunburn is the oddest sunburn that I have ever had in my life. It looks like I've had.
It looks like purple.
It looks like I have a breakout of rashes.
Like, what did you do? What were you doing for you to get a sunburn on the top of your foot? Were you just like walking through
We
town?
were on the beach for literally like 2 hours. Like, and he put on sunscreen.
Well,
Just very
you're
white.
But then,
kind of translucent.
but I will
So
say-
Yes, I said he was a different white.
I will
Like,
say, I think the reason why my right foot looks as bad as it does is because I did read with second degree burn, your foot kind of swells up. Well, my
Yeah.
foot swelled up, and I was walking around New York in a tennis shoe, and so I think I
Yeah,
broke
that's
blood
a-
vessels that made it purple and bruised.
yeah.
That might be why it's bad. But
Yes.
I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to a club tonight, or a bar. I don't know where we're going. We're going to visit our friends, and I have to wear flippy floppies in there.
Well, good luck at the
Yeah.
urinal.
They got me going out to a freaking club.
Yeah, and also
Can't wait to be the cougar there.
let sunscreen be your friend.
Please.
I put on sunscreen
I'm
so
gonna need you to do all of that.
Always put sunscreen on the tops of your feet and on your ears,
The
friends.
ears are the hardest, yes. The
Like-
ears always get it.
Like,
Yep.
so I just got a notification from my father, and he wanted me to show you guys some pictures real quick before we move on to some of our other stuff, because we have people who are watching this show specifically for them. But and so we're gonna play a little things, and you guys can stay on with us. Give me 1 second. I gotta find these images.
There he is.
Oh my God, they're huge.
That's what she said.
It's a knee slapper for you.
Look, I couldn't.
I hate that.
You could.
I hate
He
that
set
so much.
it up.
He did. He did.
There they go. There they
I
go.
mean, maybe he said it. We don't know.
Dan.
What happened?
These are
So my
these are-
husband's over in the wings.
Hey, Kim.
Ew. No,
And
thank you.
there's the possums that he feeds.
aw,
No.
look at those little marsupials.
I'm sorry. Ain't nothing,
She said, "Oh."
ain't
Like,
nothing
oh,
cute
thank
about
you.
that.
Yes.
You know
very
what?
cute.
I'ma just say it's some people in this world that just love all animals and think they are amazing. That thing looked like it crawled out.
I
of
don't
hell.
love all animals.
Yeah, I would
but
remove
you
that
know,
from a bar if I saw it. I would
What?
try. Actually, I would
What
ask.
that thing? That thing.
It's
Look,
his tail. I
first off,
bet.
it looked like it bite.
He don't
Let's
bite.
start there.
He's not aggressive.
Girl, when the last time you interacted with an opossum? They're not aggressive.
She said opossum.
You
She
said
act
opossum.
like she done bred some opossums before.
Yeah, I'm friends
You put the O in there.
with the whole family. So my husband's over in the wings. Dan's over in the wings. Damn it, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Damn it.
And he, I made the "that's what she said" comment, and he said, "Well, if that's what she said, she's a slut."
And I
What did he say?
Dan.
Yes, because you said,
Yeah, 'cause it's-
"Oh my gosh, they're so big."
Yeah, he has a point because there was more than one.
See, and this is why Dan don't do live.
Why Dan can't be on
Be
I wasn't
included.
gonna say this, but we went to a show last night, and it's called POTUS,
Oh, God,
or
don't
behind.
say
I'm
it.
not gonna say that word.
Okay.
It's called POTUS, or behind every great dumbass is 7 women trying to keep him alive. And one of the characters, they say, "Hey, what can you help us out?" And she goes, "What do you want us to do?" And she goes, "Go over there and give both of them, for the next 40 minutes." And they literally, the girl on stage
What?
goes, SLUT.
Spoil the plot though. It gets funnier. But
That
I'm-
sounds like a
It's really
wild show you all went to see.
It's really
Huh.
good.
It was like a comedy. It was
had-
different.
It had Vanessa Williams in it, Miss America 1984, Rachel Dratch, the Big Boo from Orange is the New Black was in it. Julianne Hough was supposed to be in it, but she was out for the night because of Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. It
So
was
you got her. Damn, what are the? I just went
Her
blank.
standbys.
Her
What do you call your backup in theater? Understudy. Yes.
Yeah. But
I used to be a thespian.
I did too. Hey. We're going to go see the gender swapped version of Company tonight. So that's going to be fun.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Yeah, so fancy.
I think you guys might enjoy this, especially Vicky, you being a thespian. We went to Ellen's Stardust Diner. And do you know what Ellen's Stardust Diner is?
No.
Okay, so it's a diner where the entire time, like, it does not stop. All the waiters and waitresses sing while you are eating. And like they are like inspired, they are aspiring actors and actresses who want to make it onto Broadway and do all that. And so their audition their like interview to even work there is an audition. And they have to sing in front of the entire diner. But they get hired, they work for their money to go and take dance lessons and singing lessons and stuff like that.
They work hard for their money.
But
so hard for
They're
it.
good.
They're good.
They're good.
And the cool thing that we learned is if they get, let's say, like one of the people who worked there actually just got cast in the Broadway version of Into the Woods. So he left to go be in Into the Woods, and as soon as Into the Woods ends its run, he has his job again. He gets they automatically get their job.
Oh, that's super cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's job security.
Fun.
Shout out New York.
The reason why I'm layering this
And
is
they have
because
boozy milkshakes, just saying. They have boozy milkshakes. It's important. Go
mint
ahead.
chocolate chip.
That is important. That's the most important. Thank you.
Indeed.
Just had to throw that in there. Sorry.
Mint chocolate chip milkshakes with rum.
Yeah, it's good.
With rum?
With rum.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So the reason I bring this up is because we got to know two of them, and we're going to showcase their singing talent right here on the podcast.
Ooh.
And I told them at 5:50, so we're doing it at 5:50. So we're doing it at the right time. So here they are. Here's the first one, if I can find it. And we will let him play.
I can think of the same thing. It's like I've been searching my whole life to find my own place. And maybe it's the party talking or the chocolate fondue. But with you, I found my place. It's another line I've ever known before. Love is an open door. Love is an open door. So much more with you. Love is an open door. It's crazy. We finish each other. Sandwiches. That's what I was gonna say. Never met someone who thinks so much like me. Jinx. It's again. I'm meant to sing.
Oh,
It's literally so that is Isaiah. If you're in the chat, Isaiah, or you're watching, thank you for such a great night. That was
Isaiah and Liz, right?
That was Isaiah and Liz.
She was so good.
She was really good too.
Good job, y'all.
Shout out.
Our waiter sang a song completely in a different language. Yeah, in a complete different language.
I think it was Italian.
I think it was Italian. So here's that one.
Solo sognatore, sono mancante parole. Solo so che non c'è uno stato quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei, tu con me. Su le finestre mostra tutti il mio amore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che incontrata è strana. Paesi che non ho mai vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su quando sei lontana sognando tante mancate parole e così lo soprissi con me e allora tu sei qui con me io sole tu sei qui con me con me con me con che non ho mai veduto, vissuto con te, adesso sì li vivrò con te, partirò su navi per mari che io lo so. Non esistono più, con te io li vivrò, con te partirò su navi per mari che io lo so. Non esistono più, con te io li vivrò, con te partirò.
Right?
Bravo!
Like,
That's
you better
awesome.
be. I said, if I come back next summer, you better be on Broadway.
No doubt. He's
So
amazing.
if you guys are watching and you guys want to follow Isaiah and Ben, their Instagrams are, for Ben is at that big loud guy.
I saw that pop up. I love his handle.
And then Isaiah is at Isaiah Rosales. Both of them fantastic. I told both of them that they need to be on Broadway to stay in touch because they are incredible. But also, we don't know who's watching this show. Like, we don't know if someone knows somebody who could get them on Broadway. So I was like, let's just put them out there, see what happens.
Hey, so that last song just, I don't know if you guys have seen Step Brothers, but another nugget from my husband over in the wings over there. Fucking
Far
Catalina wine mixer.
It's
So
what?
Step Brothers at the very end, when they're at the Catalina wine mixer, Will Ferrell sings that same song.
Really?
Oh, really?
Catalina wine mixer.
I gotta
Yes,
go back
sir.
and watch that. All I remember was boats and hoes. I don't think go back and watch that.
Right? That was in the middle.
Hey,
That
That's
was
very different from that beautiful like orchestrated
prestige.
song.
That was the best.
Worldwide.
that was the best. We'll to go for that.
That was awesome.
I
Those
know,
are-
and I'm really hoping they got to watch it.
Yeah, they were
So-
incredible.
But for those who have, not to cut this short, we have a show in an hour, so we're trying to make it go. But for those who have stayed on, we are super excited to be back for this season. Who knows? Difficult Discussions may make another appearance. I mean, I kind of like them on Crazy News Reports, so we might have to make a deal.
Okay. Okay.
But for those of you guys who are tuning in, our next show is going to be I'm in the wrong handle.
Hello?
Our next show is August 4th. It is Crazy News Reports again, but this time it's from anywhere in the world. So it's going to be fun. Maybe we'll have Difficult Discussions back because I love their commentary.
I mean, y'all know we added somebody new to. We added somebody new to our Difficult Discussions.
Yeah.
His name is Fred Williams. He's a therapist. He has Full Metal Alchemy. His therapist.
Yeah. What? No.
We're gonna get
Let me get.
Sorry, Fred, if you watch it.
Sorry, Fred.
But we added him to our Difficult Discussions because we like to talk. Y'all know that we like to talk. We think we know everything. We both Sagittarius. So we brought this Pisces that had credentials and is a therapist and went to school for it. So we gonna provide y'all with facts on top of facts on top of facts. And he's great. If you haven't if you haven't listened to our recent episode that dropped last Wednesday?
Yes.
Last Wednesday, self-love. Check it out. It's great.
Right home.
It's great. And Fred is single, y'all,
Yes.
and he ain't got no kids.
Mental Alchemy Counseling. Fred
Mental
Williams.
Alchemy Counseling. Fred
Shout out
Williams.
to Fred.
Check him out. He we didn't give you the handle, sorry James, but yeah, he's great. He has a practice in Clayton here in Missouri, and he's very, very easy to talk to. And if you really want a glimpse of that, just listen to our latest episode of self-love. And if you're looking for a therapist, hey, call him up.
Yeah,
he'll do virtual, he'll do in person, whatever.
I'm excited. I want them all back on. I want to do this again with them. So we're gonna have to look into
well,
that.
We'll have to pick a very good topic and come back on. That'll be
exactly.
Yay.
Moving. So also in August we have we are revamping and not revamping, but bringing back a new fan favorite, our unedited movie review. So our August movies, there's 2 of them as always. 3 opinions, 2 movies, 1 night, and those movies this time around are Love, Simon, and A Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh gosh.
Creature from the Black Lagoon was a suggestion from one of our viewers. That was my father. And then Love, Simon contradicts that entire story. And it's a coming out movie, and we are super excited about that. And this is new for you. But for everybody who's on the show, I don't think that. Do we know if they're not muted?
They're fine.
Sorry. We
sorry.
I was like, I don't hear them.
And then for this is news for you. But every month we do a personal interest piece, and something that I wanted to do because I got really interested into it, and I did a 3-hour deep dive. But it is so much information that it's literally going to span the entire 14 weeks that we are on. So my personal interest pieces, I did a deep dive to every single Broadway theater.
I knew it was going to be something because you were talking about the guy.
In New York. So each week I will be mentioning 3 different Broadway theaters and how they came about and where they are at today. So that's really interesting for me. Chrissy, I think yours is just going to be random, isn't it?
I have no idea. No clue.
Is there anything else you ladies would like to say to all of our viewers before we end this off? Don't leave, but because we like to say goodbyes. But is there anything else that you guys would like to say to any of our viewers?
Be the change you want to see in the real world.
Yes. And also, if we plugging people, I am a makeup artist. Go check out VictoriaAngelique.com. And you'll see her face.
You will see my face.
Yeah.
I am on that.
I got summer specials going on for $65 if you want to be beat for the gods on a budget.
Beat for the gold. Beat that fight.
We are multi-talented.
Is there anything else, Chrissy, that you would like to say?
Survivor Philly every Tuesday, 8 p.m. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. And teachers, I hope you're having a good summer because next year probably
it's about your bullshit's about to start up again.
Next year gonna be a shit show. It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah. And sorry for you principals because we know your season already or your year already started.
Hashtag FTK.
What does that stand for?
That we
yeah.
I am a mother. I can say that. I am a teacher.
I just texted somebody that today.
FTK. Guys, this has been Difficult Discussions podcast. We love having them on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you always.
You're welcome. If you guys want to follow us, you guys can follow Chrissy. If you guys, this is the 3rd season. If you're not following Chrissy,
I don't know
maybe they're new. Maybe they're new to your podcast. You never know.
Who knows that these 2 viewers might not, this one viewer here might not be Ben or Isaiah.
All right, well, Stardust, if you want to follow me, there I am.
Instagram is at CRossMatt. My Instagram is at JHanton. Our show is at CJ Unedited Podcast, as always. Remember, guys, our next episode is August 4th. It's a crazy news report.
Double the crazy.
It's going to be interesting, going to be fun. But until next time, be young, be inspired, drink, and live your life. 100% unedited. Goodbye.
You're so